Hello everyone, welcome back to Placement Prep. Today we are going to discuss the subset of MySQL. These are DDL, that is data definition language, then DML, that is data manipulation language, now DCL, that is data control language, then TCL, that is transaction control language. We will discuss all this one by one. Starting with the DDL command. DDL command is further of 4 types, that is create command, alter command, drop command and truncate command. Starting with the create command. Create command is used to create table in the database. Now moving ahead to the syntax of create command, that is create table, table name. Now within round bracket column 1 data type comma, column 2 data type comma, any number of column we can add, then end of round bracket, then semicolon. Let's take one example, that is create table. Suppose the table name we want to create is employees. Then within round bracket the first column we want to name as employee ID, then data type is int, size 10, then we are specifying it shouldn't be a null value, like the employee ID column shouldn't be a null value, we should have to enter any value there. Then comma, the second column is first name, then its data type is varchar, the size is 20, then comma, the third column is salary, then data type is int, size is 10, then end of round bracket semicolon. This query will create this table with the column name as employee ID, first name and salary. There are no values here because we have just created the table with these column names. I hope you are clear about the create command of the DDL. Now, one more thing I want to discuss here is SQL is case insensitive. That is, whether to write all this command name like create table, table name, whether we are writing in uppercase or lowercase, it doesn't matter. But writing in uppercase is the better approach. And in the operating system like Linux, these are case sensitive, like whether we are writing in uppercase or lowercase, it matters there. But in the operating system like Windows, it doesn't matter. I hope you are clear about this. Now moving ahead, how to view a table that we have created. Suppose we want to see or display all the columns that we have created. Then the view command will be select asterisk from the table name, that is the employees. Here asterisk means we want to display all the tables that we have, like all the columns that we have created. Now if you want to display only the ID column and the first name column that you have created, then we have to write select the employee ID comma first name from the table name, that is employees. Here in the output section only this employee ID and the first name will be displayed, there will be no salary column there. So if you want to display everything, so at that time there is no need to write all the column names one by one after the select. We can simply write asterisk after select, then from the table name. If you want to specify any column like this, only this column we want to display, then we have to write those column names after select. I hope you are clear about like how to view a table in MySQL. Now moving ahead to alter command. Alter command is now further of 3 types, that is add column, rename column, then modify column. Starting with add column. Add column is used to add a new column in the table. Now moving ahead to the syntax, that is alter table, table name, then add, then the column name that we want to create, then data type. Example, alter table, the table name is employees, where we want to create one more column, then add what column name we want to give. Suppose the new column name we want to give as contact, that is contact, then the data type is int, size 10. Now this query will create, like will add one more column in the employee table, like there will be one column as ID, one column as the first name, then salary, then there will be one more column that is contact. I hope you are clear about the add command. Now moving ahead to rename column. Rename column will change the name of the selected column in our table. Suppose earlier in the table we have created one new column, that is contact. Suppose we want to change this column name from contact to phone number. So what will we write? Let's have a look on the syntax of rename column, that is alter table, table name, then rename column, the column name to new name. This will be the old name and this will be the new name, like this will be the new name that we want to change. So the query will be alter table, the table name is employees, then rename column, we want to change this column name, that is contact, to phone number. Now this query will change the name of this column, that is contact, to phone number. So if we will display what we have created, like by writing select asterisk from employees, this will display the first column as employee ID, then second column is first name, then salary, then in place of contact column it will show phone number. I hope you are clear about the rename column. Now moving ahead to modify column. Modify column will change the data type of the selected column of our table. Let's take an example. Suppose instead of, like, apart from the column name, that is employee ID, first name, then salary, then phone number, there is one more column, that is date of birth, and it is in like data type, the data type of this column name, that is date of birth, suppose it is in integer format, and we want to change the data type of this date of birth from integer to year. Suppose we want to display the data type in year format. So what will we write? Let's have a look in the syntax, that is alter table, then table name, then modify column, then the column name, then the new data type, that what we want to change, like what we want to modify. So the query will be alter table, the table name is employees, then modify column, what column name, whose date of birth we want to, like whose data type we want to change, that is the column name is date of birth, this is the column name whose data type we want to change. So we will write the column name, that is date of birth, then what is the data type that we want to change, that is we want to change this as year. So this query will change the data type of this column name to year format. I hope you are clear about the modify column. Now moving ahead to the truncate command, the syntax is truncate table, table name, then semicolon. Example, truncate table, employees, then semicolon. What this command will do? Suppose now we have only the column names in the table. We haven't inserted any value, simply we have the four columns, that is employee ID, first name, salary, and after using the alter command we have added one more column, that is the contact. After using this truncate command, that is truncate table, table names, this will delete all the records of the table that we have created. Now after using this query, there will be nothing in the table, but the physical structure of the table will be there. I hope you are clear about the truncate command. Now moving ahead to the drop command syntax. The syntax is drop table, table name, then semicolon. Example, drop table employees. It will delete both the records and the physical structure of the table. So after using the drop command syntax, it will delete everything, like in addition of deleting the records of the table, it will also delete the physical structure of the table. I hope you are clear about the difference between drop command and the truncate command. Now in the next video onwards, we will discuss about the DML command. If you like this video, please do subscribe to Placement Prep. Thank you. Have a nice day.